Most guys feel that there are some women who are simply out of their league. Women who would never date them no matter what. And if you feel the same way, you need to watch this video carefully because I am about to show you that these supposedly unattainable women are actually easy to attract after all. In fact, you don't have to transform into a celebrity, model, or some rich gazillionaire to do so. And you will see how 6 simple changes in your behavior can actually make you super appealing to these high sought after, attractive women. Trust me, it really is that easy. In fact, the moment you start using these tactics, let's call them, I discuss in this video, you'll realize how pointless it was for you to ever think that some girls are out of your league. Because the truth is, you can actually have any type of girl that you want. I know that's hard for you to believe right now, but just keep watching this video and I will show you how. I'm Marni, and from here on out, I am going to be your very own personal wing girl. And every single week, I am going to give you the no BS insider information about what women really want, plus instantly effective methods to win over any girl you like. So just hit that subscribe button now so that you never miss a single video. But before I jump in, I wanted to tell you about one thing that I know affects you guys and could possibly have you feeling that most women are out of your league. Hair loss. Trust me, I get it. I'm even having some for myself. Hair loss is no joke and can be a total kicker to your overall confidence. I totally get that. That is why I'm so happy to tell you about today's video sponsor, Keeps. Keeps offers clinically proven, research-backed treatments to stop hair loss and improve hair growth. With Keeps, you can get quality expert care without ever visiting a doctor's office. And their team is available 24/7 for the whole year. So you can vent to them, you can complain to them, whatever you want. They are available. Whether you're looking to prevent hair loss, stimulate hair growth, or just take better care of the hair you have, Keeps has you covered. In addition to clinically proven treatments, Keeps has an award-winning all-natural thickening shampoo and conditioner system that makes your hair nice and thick. If you struggle with hair loss and want a solution, I definitely recommend giving Keeps a try. Hair loss stops with Keeps. To get a special offer on Keeps treatments, go to keeps.com/Marni or click the link in the description. That's KEEPS.com/Marni, M-A-R-N-I. Now back to my video. When it comes to women who are extremely good looking and high status, as in the type of girls most men would consider out of their league, you have to understand that they mostly meet guys who fall into a similar category. These girls are mostly hit on by guys who are needy, boring, and desperate for their approval, which means in order to attract a girl who's out of your league, you need to be different from the majority of men she meets. You need to stand out to her in a positive way. And here are 6 highly effective ways to do it. So here is tip number 1. Tease her. Girls who are super attractive are all used to men complimenting them all the time and trying to please them. It doesn't mean much to them, which is why you should balance your compliments with some fun, light-hearted teasing. And teasing is a great tool to build attraction with women. Not bullying, but teasing. So firstly, because when done right, it makes us laugh and builds massive rapport and comfort. And secondly, because it shows that you're not putting us on a pedestal like those other guys who are always trying to flatter women and put us out of your league. And trust me, that is very attractive. Hardly any girl wants to be put on a pedestal by any guy. We want a man to treat us like they would treat anyone else. I mean, special, but not pedestal. But yeah, this doesn't mean you never compliment a girl. Genuine compliments from time to time can be totally endearing, and we love this. The trick is to strike a balance between the teasing and the complimenting. So that's when it becomes effective and meaningful. All right, moving on to tip number 2, start touching her. This is such an underused way of creating attraction. And I have coached so many guys over the years, and at least 95% of them hardly ever touch women while talking to them. Why? I get why. It's because they're nervous. They're scared. What if she doesn't respond well? What if she doesn't like my touches? What if she thinks I'm creepy because I'm like all over her? And well, these are rational concerns, especially in today's day and age. But here's the deal. There are few attraction-building moves as powerful as physical touch, because touch not only shows that you're interested in a girl, thus saving you from being mistaken as a potential friend, but touching someone also releases oxytocin in their body, which is called the bonding hormone, and it instantly creates a feeling of trust and connection between the two of you. Science. What's more, when you're talking to a girl who's very beautiful or very high status, you can bet that most guys walk on eggshells around her. They never try to initiate physical contact because they're too scared, they're too worried, they're too nervous. And the few who do are completely uncalibrated, meaning they escalate things way too quickly, which obviously can creep her out. When it comes to touching, a good rule of thumb to follow is this. Start at a PG level, platonic as possible, right? And then slowly escalate based on her response. That means that in the beginning, you can start by touching her briefly and non-gropingly on her shoulders, on the side of the arm, even the side of the thigh, places where you might touch a friend of yours. And then only if you see she's comfortable with it, you up the ante. You go for her lower back, you touch her knee, you might put a hand on the side of her face, bring her close to you, then maybe you go for a quick kiss on the cheek, and you get the point, right? Slowly and gradually. This gradual escalation strategy is pretty much guaranteed to turn her on slowly and make her feel more drawn to you and closer to you. So don't be shy when you have a chance to do it, all right? Next, tactic number 3. Don't try to get along with her. Look, when you come into interaction with the goal of getting along with a person, you will automatically do things that might make you seem needy because it's kind of pleasing. So for example, you might only say stuff that you think that they will like. You might constantly worry about the impression that you're making. You might be afraid to disagree with them or draw boundaries. Do you see where I'm going with this? All of which are very unattractive, especially to a woman who is used to meeting men like that. Men who are chasing for their approval and trying too hard to get along with them. So instead, a better strategy is to simply be honest and candid with the girl that you're talking to and see if she gets along with you naturally. There's no need to try to force anything or control your behavior. It's like you surrender to the moment. You don't think about getting along or making mistakes or making a good impression. I know that's hard for a lot of you to do, but you simply do and say things which you feel are true to you in the moment and let the girl do what she wants. Coming from the place of honesty or candor will not only make you seem more confident, carefree, and attractive than other guys, but it will also make talking to these women so much easier. After all, you won't be stressing out about what's the right thing to say and what's wrong, okay? Onward into the next tip. All right, tip number 4, speak with passion and commitment. Most men are incredibly dull and boring when talking to women. They just are. And they think it's because they don't know what to talk about, but that's not the real problem. The truth is you can talk about anything and be interesting to a girl. I can talk about a piece of paper for half an hour and make you think it's freaking amazing. Because the truth is the words coming out of your mouth hardly matter. It's the vibe behind the words that make all the difference. Meaning how you say something is much more important than the what of what you say. And that's what decides how a girl perceives you. Most men don't realize this. They don't feel it the same that we do. They talk to girls in an incredibly dull and boring manner, and as a result, force the girls to lose interest in the conversation. But on the other hand, if you look at the most charming and charismatic of guys who do incredibly well with women, you will see that these men don't necessarily have the most amazing things to say, but whatever they say it with passion and with commitment. They are deeply engaged and interested in what they have to say, and that is their biggest secret to chatting up gorgeous women. They could be talking about what they had for breakfast and still have a girl hooked on their every word, whereas another guy could be talking about something which is actually super interesting on paper, but still lose the girl's interest. Point is, it's all about the delivery. If you nail the delivery, you can get a girl hooked on you for hours, days, months, whatever. And not only that, but it'll also separate you from the herd of men who bore her to death. Tip number 5, prioritize your life over her. What I mean is you shouldn't make the girl you like the focal point of your life. This is like an obvious one, but if you're spending most of your time talking to her, thinking about her, you're gonna appear needy and unattractive. And that's not good for you either. Now, many other dating coaches suggest that you should just ignore the girl on purpose and pretend to be busy. And to be honest, while that might work sometimes, it's not really a useful strategy because it's very inauthentic and it's draining on you, to be honest. If a girl senses that you're putting on a fake front to win her over, she's going to immediately just lose interest and pull away from you. So a better thing to do is actually have a life. You need to have other things in your life that interest you and take up your time. Could be dating other women, but just other things. That can mean working on projects, hanging out with friends, indulging in a hobby, or whatever it is that you like to do. The point is, when you have an engaging life, you'll automatically be less available to the women you like and show that you're not needy, and you can do it without being fake. You don't have to play any games or act strategically all the time. You'll naturally be perceived as hard to get. And that would make girls who are out of your league way more interested in you, or who you think are out of your league way more interested, especially the ones who have men chasing them all the time. All right, finally, let's get to the last little tip that's on this list. And this is probably the most important one, so please pay attention. Tip number 6, stop predicting the future. So here's what I mean. When you see a girl that you think is out of your league, I'm putting air quotes all the time because it's not real. It's easy for your mind to say she'll not give you the time of day, or that the moment you ask her out, she's going to reject you without thinking twice. But the truth is, you don't know. Our brain's natural tendency is to predict the worst, so we can avoid it or prepare for it, protect ourselves. But 9 out of 10 times, these things never manifest into reality. Even though they feel very real in our heads, they hardly ever happen. And even if they do, it's never as bad as your brain predicts. So stop getting so wrapped up in your head, judging what might or what might not happen, and just take a chance. Because you don't know what's actually going to happen. You're not a mind reader, you're not a future predictor. The only way to find out is to take action and let things unfold. And the best part is, with these tips I've given you in this video, the game is already in your favor. And if you want an even bigger advantage with women, you can also check out my special in-depth video on how to become a man women want, because in it, I reveal the 4 ingredients you need to make any woman crave to be with you. All women have these 4 emotional hot buttons, which if you can hit one by one, she'll have no choice but to feel attracted to you, and not just some momentary infatuation, but a deep, primal desire that only grows over time. And it's a complete cheat code to creating attraction on demand. And you can see it for yourself if you just click the link in the description right now. Thousands of guys who have seen this value-packed video report to me how it completely changed their lives, how knowing the 4 emotional triggers of attraction made it ridiculously easy for them to date any woman, yes, any woman they want, even the ones who they thought would never be interested in them. So if you want the same for yourself, you should see this video at least once. As I said, the link is in the description below. All you have to do is click. I am sure that you will enjoy it. And I hope you like this video as well. Thanks so much for watching till the very end. I gotta go have a drink of water. As always, I will see you next week.